Good morning, folks. Today I'm going to make a little quickie here. We are making homemade beef jerky. And if you see in my little container here, I have quite a few slices of this sliced beef, okay? And you want to use a beef that has a little bit lean on the lean side, not too much fat, okay? Now the marinade I made in here was 1 cup barbecue sauce, 3 tablespoons apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon garlic powder, 1 tablespoon onion powder, 2 tablespoons of Montreal steak seasoning, or you could use 1 tablespoon of black pepper and some extra onion powder and garlic salt. Okay. I also put 2 tablespoons of soy sauce and 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Alright, and then we mixed it all up. I put the beef in there. You can marinate it anywhere from 4 hours till overnight. I did this one overnight. So I'm going to put it all out here on my racks, and then next we're going to go out and put it on the smoker. Okay, folks, today we're going old school. We are using the Little Chief electric smoker. Many of you probably don't even know what this is, but this is some of the first electric smokers you could buy on the market. And it just has a big aluminum box, basically. And in the bottom here, it has a little pan that you load inside, and you put your wood chips or your smoker pellets on it. And there's a little heating element, like a stove top thing down inside there, and it heats up the wood pellets or whatever kind of wood chips or whatever you use to smoke. And you put it in here, and it'll smolder those things for hours and hours. So we're going to put this thing back in the box, start warming it up. I'm going to get my 3 racks of beef all stacked up on our little rack holder, and then we'll just put it down inside here, and it's going to take maybe 6 or 8 hours to smoke that meat. Low and slow. Okay, here is our little smoker rack to go put down inside the Little Chief smoker. You see we have 3 racks here full of meat. I put a little foil on my little drip pan in the bottom. You have to have a drip pan because it's going to drip a lot of stuff. Another variable is some people would like to dab all the extra moisture with a paper towel off of the meat beforehand, and it kind of speeds up the process, but I think it takes flavor away. So I'm going to leave that stuff on there because we are not in a hurry here. Okay, we want the flavor. So I've got all the beef on there. We're about ready here. I'm going to put it inside the box pretty quick here, and then we're going to wait about 6 or 8 hours until that meat looks nice and toasty, and then we're going to have some nice beef jerky after. Look at that, it looks really good. And again, this is lean meat. You could use London broil, or if you could find a chuck roast or some carne asada that's a little on the lean side, is what works best, okay? Alrighty, let's throw them in the smoker. Alrighty, I lowered our whole rack right down into the top of the smoker. It's kind of a top loading thing. You just hold this handle and you just drop it down slowly inside here. And you could probably want to check on it about 3 or 4 hours in. You may want to take it out and rotate the top rack with the bottom rack if you notice any of them are getting cooked faster than the others. We'll just check it out in about 4 hours, I think. Let it make the smoke. And of course, you need to put the little top on here, and it snaps into place. It has little tangs on the front and the back, so that way it doesn't release very much heat. You'll see smoke coming out the sides a little bit on the top, but that's not a big deal. Alrighty, folks, it's been about 30 minutes when we already have some smoking action going on here. And it smells really good out here, so hey, let's just wait. It's a waiting game. A few more hours, we'll have some nice beef jerky. Alrighty, 4 hours into this. Let's take a little peek here. Oh, it's coming along good. Now, about 30 minutes ago, I swapped my top rack with my bottom rack, and I left the center rack alone. Okay, and it's looking good here. It's not dried yet, but it's definitely cooked. And it's still a little wet. I think we're going to need still to go. I planned about 8 hours, so we're going to go probably another 4 hours on this. So now I'm just going to put the top back on here. And as for our little pan here, I had added a little bit of wood chips because most of our pellets had burned. And it's doing really good, so we're just going to put this back in here. And I think we're not going to have to add any more. That'll last the whole rest of the cook. Okay. And we wait. Alrighty, here we are. It's been 8 hours in the smoker with the beef. Let's check it out here. And it definitely looks done. I'm going to take the whole rack out of here and put it in the container, and I'll bring it in the house and we'll check it out. Alrighty, our beef jerky came out actually pretty fantastic. As you can see, it's perfectly dried out. It still has a little bit of moisture in it, but that's the way I like it. But it's fully jerkified. That's what I call it, jerkified. It's stiff and it's got that little bit of peppery taste here. And here's a couple little pieces I tore apart, so you can kind of see the texture, how it tears apart. It's very much dehydrated. Has a very nice texture, easy to tear apart. Has a very good flavor with the pepper and the soy sauce and the barbecue sauce and everything I put in there. Came out really good. Okay, so anyway, look, this was about, I want to say, 2.5, 3 pounds of beef, and it actually made a lot. All right, so anyway, hey, use a little smoker. If you want to do it in your oven, put the oven on about, I think, 170 degrees for probably the same amount of time. It'll come out really good. Homemade beef jerky, guys. Good stuff.